Psychetruth. Life, wisdom.
Hey everyone, it's Jen Hillman here, and I wanted to make this video to address some of the needs of my runner friends out there. So leave me a comment below if you're a runner, and I'd like to know, how much time do you usually spend stretching and warming up before your run? So the first place I like to start is with a seated forward fold. Now, not everyone has the flexibility in their hamstrings to reach all the way down and touch your toes. It's no big deal. You can reach forward and grab your shins or your ankles, but just make sure that you make contact with your body somewhere. If you're just reaching out here in no man's land, then you don't have very much leverage to help you pull forward and really get that stretch in your hamstrings. So whatever your level of flexibility, extend your feet forward in front of you. If it's difficult for you to sit up straight with your legs extended, you can sit on a pillow, and that will help give you a little bit of lift. And with your legs extended, you're going to reach forward for your toes. Lengthen your heart forward so you really stretch through your spine. And here you're already going to start to feel some sensation in your hamstrings, so we're off to a good start. Now, if you're someone who likes to run first thing in the morning, you might want to spend a little extra time stretching because your body is stiff and tight from sleeping. So it's important that you really give yourself plenty of time to loosen up your muscles before you get out there on the road and start running. So give yourself this time. It's really important, and it's a nice way to kind of get in the right headspace for your workout. And with your nice long spine, you'll start to loosen up the backs of your legs. And once you feel a little bit more stretch, you can start to fold your body forward, rounding through your spine. And then let the weight of your head relax down towards your legs. So this is going to give you a stretch across the back of your neck and all the way down your spine. So we'll just take a few deep breaths here. And slowly come up. Now, another muscle group you're going to want to stretch and warm up properly is your quadriceps. So we're going to do kind of a fusion stretch here, a little combo. So I'm going to bend my right knee so that the top of my right foot comes down to the floor and my heel is just tucked to the outside of my hip. So for some people, this is going to be enough sensation right here. You can just place your hands on the floor, lift up through your spine, and just stretch your quad right here. But if you'd like to get a little double stretch, you can keep working this quad stretch here. Then again, fold forward over your extended leg, and it's going to take you a little bit deeper into that hamstring stretch. We'll take one more cycle of breath here. And then work your way back up. And to enjoy a little bit more quad stretch, you can walk your hands back behind you and come down onto your forearms. So as you extend this angle in your hip, you can get a little more sensation in the front of your thigh here. With my forearms down, as I lift my heart up, it's also giving me a little gentle stretch through the front of my shoulders. And when you're running, as you're swinging your arms, it's good to have that stretch and openness through your shoulder joints as well. So we're getting a lot of sensation here in various different parts of your body. And just press into your hands and slowly come back up. And we'll change legs. So extend your bent knee and bend your extended leg. So again, I'm turning the top of my foot down. My heel is just to the outside of my hip. And I'm pressing my knee down towards the earth. So if you're staying right here, just press your hands into the floor, lift your heart up, and just enjoy the sensation. Work with your breath. To take it another step further, you can start to fold your body forward. And we'll come all the way up and just start to walk your hands back behind you, coming down onto your forearms. Lift your heart up here so you access that stretch at the front of your chest and shoulders. And keep pressing your knee down towards the earth to continue that stretch through your quadricep. And press into your hands to come up. Extend your leg forward. So another muscle group we want to target is your hips, your outer hips. So a way I like to get into this, of course there are lots of ways to stretch your hips, but for this video we can work here. Just bend your knees so the soles of your feet come down onto the floor and your knees reach up to the ceiling. I've got my hands back behind me as I'm leaning back a little bit. Then I'm going to cross my right ankle over my left knee and then press my right knee out towards the side. So even right here, I'm starting to get a stretch across my outer hip. So if this is enough sensation for you, just stay right here. Again, lift through your chest to lengthen your spine. Keep pressing your knee out towards the side. To get a little more sensation and take this stretch deeper, you can scoot your hips closer to your foot or bring your foot closer in, either way. Continue to press your knee out towards the side. Then again, you can walk your fingertips in to lift your chest up even more. And this is going to be a nice deep stretch into your outer hips. And to come out, just walk your hands back, walk your foot forwards. You come into a more neutral position. Now continuing with your ankle crossed over your knee, just start to circle your ankle, rolling your foot around. This is going to help to lubricate the joints in your feet and ankles. So there's lots of tiny little bones in your feet. And so it's good to just move them around and allow some movement to come into your foot. And we'll reverse the direction of the circles. You want to be sure you go both ways. And then you can just let your foot relax and lower it down to the floor. Then you'll cross your left ankle over your right knee and we'll move into this stretch on the other side. So again, you can stay right here if this is enough sensation for you. Enjoy it. There's no pressure to go farther. But if you are looking for a little bit deeper stretch, you can bring your heel in closer, maybe scoot your hips in closer. Then you'll walk your fingertips in to continue to lift your heart up. Now, if at any time you have to start rounding your back, then just come out of the stretch a little bit more. because as soon as you round your back, you're going to lose that stretch in your outer hip. So to really get that sensation, you want to lift up through your heart, elongate your spine, and the more you can do this, the more sensation you're going to get in this stretch. So it's really good stuff. And we'll just come out of it to a more neutral place, leaning back onto my hands, and just start to roll your ankle in one direction. So if you notice any kind of crunchy sensations, any popping in your ankle joints, just know that the more you practice this rolling your ankles around, the better it's going to be in there. It's going to loosen up and lubricate those joints and help relieve any tightness or tension that's causing that kind of clicking sensation. And we'll reverse in the other direction. And release your foot down to the floor. So from here, we're going to stand up onto our feet and do some standing stretches. Okay. So from this standing position, we've got a couple more stretches. Let's work into your calves. So just take a stance with one foot in front of the other. So here I've got my left leg in front, my right foot back, and my stance is not too wide, maybe about 2 feet apart, 2.5, depending on how tall you are, obviously. Then to stretch your calves, just bend your front leg so that you lean your weight forward. Then keep your heel, your back heel on the floor as long as you can. So here I'm just going to really shift my weight forward, stretching my calves. Now here's a subtle shift. Keeping my back heel on the floor, keeping my weight shifting forward towards my front leg, just going to gently start to bend my back knee, which takes this stretch a little deeper down my calf and stretching into my Achilles tendon a little bit more. So that's an area that can get a lot of strain and pressure from running. So stretching that Achilles tendon is going to be really, really great. And you can straighten through your back knee one more time, really pressing your weight forward to get a deep, juicy stretch in your calf. And then here I'll just step my right foot forward to meet my left, and then I'll step my left leg back. So here I'm going to separate, I have a fair amount of flexibility. So here I'm going to go 3 feet wide, but again, you're going to find your own natural stance, what feels best for your body. Then gently bending into my front leg, I'm just shifting my weight forward to start to stretch into my calf behind me. Then keeping this stance exactly out as it is, I'm just going to make one simple shift, and that is to slightly bend my back knee. So just slightly bending my knee allows me to get a little more sensation down into my Achilles tendon, into the lower part of my calf muscle. And then straightening one more time through my back knee, just getting the last of that juicy stretch in my calves. Go ahead and come back to standing. So we'll just finish here with one more good solid quad stretch. So if you're not so good with balancing on one foot, you might want to find yourself a wall or a tabletop or something, maybe a back of a chair that you can rest a hand on to give you a little bit of support. If you want to give yourself challenge, you can use your hands on your hips, which kind of helps you stabilize in towards your center. So I'll face you here. I'm going to stretch my quads by bending, in this case, my right leg. I'm going to grab my ankle with my right hand. And then with a good grip on my ankle, I'm going to start to press my right knee forward, which allows me to get a really deep, juicy sensation through my quadricep. So just standing up nice and tall, pressing my knee forward at the same time that I pull my heel in towards my hip. We'll take one more full breath here, full inhale, and a full exhale, and gently release your foot down. Bring your hands on your hips and shift your weight over to switch to the other side. So here I'm grabbing my left ankle with my left hand, get a good grip on my ankle, and press my left knee forward to get that juicy sensation in the front of your quads. It's really good stuff. So just remember, runners, it's very important that you give yourself adequate time to stretch and warm up before your run. It's going to improve the quality of your run, and it's going to improve the way that you feel after your run is over. So don't neglect this time to really give yourself the best warm up possible. You deserve it. You got to take good care of this body. Gently release your left leg down. And here you can just kind of shake it out one leg at a time. Just releasing any remaining bits of tension. Just shake it out. Let your foot relax. And now you should be about ready to get going. I would recommend just give yourself a brisk walk, maybe 100, 200 feet before you start setting off into your run. But here you should be plenty warmed up and ready for an awesome jog. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me some comments below, you guys. It's really awesome to hear your feedback. It's really nice to know that this work is touching your lives. If you'd like to learn more about me and my practice, please visit my website, jenhillman.com. There's lots of good stuff for you to find out there. And don't forget to subscribe to the Psychetruth channel. This is one of the best channels on YouTube, full of health and wellness information to improve the quality of your life. So go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on all the latest videos we got coming your way. Lots more Jen Hillman coming at ya. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome run. Thanks for watching.